probably one of the best man-beating plays in this particular playbook or in this particular formation. The B route and the A route both beat man coverage. It doesn't take any adjustments, but at the end of the day, the A route.
Alright, about to run this lead game, baby. Gotta get something rolled up, though.
Who's covering him because really nobody's covering. He just gets open right away. You see the zig is huge against man.
Got to get something rolled up, baby.
The football. He's got about 10 yards of separation for an easy catch. Might have something to do with the fact that it's Stephon Diggs in the slot, but at the end of the day, that's a very good play. The Saints slant flood is also a very good play. I typically motion this guy in the exact same way that I do the original play. I typically put him on a streak as well. I left him on a slant because I kind of wanted to have a second option. But you can see the Y route gets outside of man coverage the same way. It'll get outside of zone coverage too. That's a very glitchy route, although I don't use that play very much because all these other plays are so good. And then the A route is really the first
Gonna
read.
hit
That
this
tight end
dab
will beat just
blunt,
about
baby.
anybody in coverage. Although,
Make
like I
sure
said,
we
I
get
kind of
all
messed
the
up on the slants. He
motherfucking
really has two
sticks and
guys open
stems
to the
out
right
this
side, one on
motherfucking
one. That's
shit.
a very easy play. So that's the
Be
game here.
hard
If
to
you see
pull
more
off of
videos
this
like this in
sticky
the future,
route.
more gameplay breakdowns of offense and defense, make sure to be a subscriber and hit the like
Yeah, you
button.
hear some
Other than
goddamn
thanks for
Madden
watching.
shit in the
If you
background.
want help or just want to show your support, then head over to my Patreon and join my
My
team, where you can get
playbook's been
exclusive
real,
content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my
real
videos and
tight.
more. Link in the description below.
Got a nice playbook, but ain't been using all my
Do
shit.
not block the tight end. In Madden 23, blocking the tight end is just a quick way to get sacked.
Stuck on 3 damn plays.
For the cheapest, fastest, most reliable butt coins in the market, check out my coin sponsors at AOEAH.com and use discount code MONEY for 3% off. Link in the description below. Welcome back, Money Thieves and Mad Money Shots. Live the Mad Cheese as always. Got another tip video for you guys today. Today I'll be going over the biggest changes from Madden 22 to Madden 23 when it comes to gameplay. Today's video goes over some tips and tricks and cheats that you can use to be a better Madden 23 player the day that the game drops. As always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the like button below in the comment section. Make sure to be a subscriber so you guys can stay up to date on all the latest Madden trends. Other than that, let's get right to the video. My first couple tips are all going to be about pass protection. In Madden 23, the pass rush is and the blocking is not very good. You're going to see on this first play here, I'm essentially only sending 3 guys, and my opponent has 6 guys blocking, which essentially equates to a double team for every rushing lineman, including the running back here, who steps up
Almost
and tries to
ready.
take away a defensive tackle. Blocking running backs are not very good. You'll notice in the very next frame, he just gets right off that and gets the sack instantly. So, my number 1 tip is going to be spend a lot
Fire
of
this
time
motherfucker up off
learning how
rip.
to use pass protection. But to be honest, even this pass protection adjustments don't really do anything. The double team is probably the most effective. I would say double teaming superstar defenders like Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt. Anytime you have somebody like that on the line, you want to double team them. But everything else here really doesn't work. I think the most effective thing to do is take your checkdowns. Essentially, always have a checkdown, a drag or a flat route, something underneath that you can throw to. That's not to say that you can't throw deep in this game, but at the end of the day, every pass is going to have to be a quick throw because the pass blocking just doesn't hold up. You'll see on this deep pass here that my receivers are really about 15 to 20 yards down the field by the time I have to lob the ball up. I mean, it's about a 50-yard play, but that's more a result of the pass being in the air so long rather than the blocking or how long the route was being run. My next tip has to do with blocking as well, and essentially,
Alright.
do not block the tight end. In Madden 23, blocking the tight end is just a quick way to get sacked. If your opponent is getting a heavy pass rush, it may be your natural instinct to try to
Get
get
something
the
to drink
blocker,
real
like a
quick
running
first.
back or a tight end.
All right. Let's get ready to go.
To figure this out, I did an experiment where I went into a game and essentially would just call and play action play and then wait to be sacked. Now you can see here, this play starts at 3:19 on the time clock, and I just basically waited until I got sacked to see how much time was left running. My first contact was about 3:15, and then when the play actually ended, we were dead rush 3:14. So somewhere between 4.5 to 5 seconds before I actually got sacked. Then I did a second drive where I blocked the running back every single time and run the play the exact same way, and the results were pretty obvious. You see here, it was 1 minute exactly left.
Yeah, we got some bullshit R&B in the background.
And you can see the first time you contacted, 3 seconds have gone by. Now I know the depth drop is different because of the play action.
No, there's too many motherfuckers to upgrade.
You get sacked because of that as well. And then when the play finally ended, it was 4 seconds off the
Too many upgrades. Too many upgrades. Let me see.
The results were very consistent. I think the reason for this is the play recognition of all the defensive players.
You say that shit, man.
Motion, the defensive linemen do not attack until they see who has the
We
ball.
gonna save that. We gonna save that.
Something that happened to me close to a decade ago when I was in my late 20s. I've had a lot of gigs in different settings where I like to use as a security guard. But out of all the crazy stuff that's ever happened to me on the job, this is by far the memory that baffles me the most.
Close the door, babe.
The first and last time I ever worked in
Close the door.
in the past, there was some very different looking military that we had. They were invested in a basic CCTV system, and somebody in the security group keeping watch of things 24/7. I signed on to be the nighttime security guard, the graveyard shift of the graveyard. I knew it might be creepier than my previous shift, so I did a bit of research about the place online. But the only thing I found aside from the articles about the dead grave was a review on the cemetery's location kit on Google Maps. It was a one-star review that said nothing else but living with a concern, just a ghost, a warning for the former employees. The comment was definitely
Hold on, them socks off the hook.
commented on the review and even sent the link.
There we go.
There was no response. In a couple days, I got some mail from the manager, and then I mentioned a comment.
Socks was kind of gay.
He rolled his eyes and confirmed it was someone got dispersed and got the job.
Alright, so the blue.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short.
Get ready.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 31, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. The Eagles at 3-9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A lot of line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just going out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Okay. What's going on, baby?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that one drops down. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got Smith here. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you in the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. But it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who simply tried to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, it's Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hold it. That certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, Run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Oh, come on,
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. To the 43, second down.
Come on, baby.
A gain of 3, second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Gotta get something doing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Elliott. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He's still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Elliott once more. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
All right. Let's do some bullshit. Keep walk that way.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Let's go now. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That is caught at the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DeVonta Smith as the 1st half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Go down, man.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32.
Plays like that is what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. Man open left inside is Brown. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And down to the 36-yard line here. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hold on.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go, check.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Off the play fake. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Cowboys 28, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
18 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Viking 18! Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but
Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st down, Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Prescott on 4th down. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, Prescott here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 37 yards. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear. And they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
One of those things where knew I wanted to work with plants. I wasn't quite sure, how I was going to get there. And so when I went off to school, I eventually switched into, I started meteorology and switched into urban forestry in the ag department at the university. But I really always kind of charted my own course. I took a lot of different classes when I was at Purdue, and anything from plant physiology to soil ecology, but I mixed in Greek mythology, Baroque music. I mean, for me, it was the education process, right? As being well-rounded, not only in sciences, but also in life, that idea of classic education. And so I actually finished up in the School of Business knowing that, at the end of the day, everything is going to be related to business and dollars and cents. So I kind of had this hard science passion. My mother's family is a family full of chemical engineers. So I don't think I was able to get away from that. I took a lot of chemistry, a lot of biology, plant metabolomics, physiology, right? And so, kind of figured out, how am I going to make good on this? What am I going to do? And, one thing led to another. And I eventually landed in the agrochemical industry.